Hello, this morning I'll be talking about what we call bands of marriage. A lot of us want to get married, but we don't really understand what the legalities of getting married are. When we want to get married, we're more concerned about what clothes to wear and where to have the wedding dinner. But it's important we know that before you can get married or before you can be legally married, you need to have certain things that you need to, certain requirements of the law that you need to meet. Marriage is a legal institution and it is one that has a lot of laws attached to it. A lot of us want to get married in the church, and there's nothing wrong with that. But before we get married in the church, we must understand that the church is an agent of the state in terms of getting married. So the church on its own, without the state, cannot marry you. So you need to go first of all to the registrar of marriages and ask for a license to get married. When you go to get married, when you go to get a license to get married, you first of all must give them notice that you are about to get married. And then you come by way of affidavit within 21 days of the notice to say that you have capacity to get married. In the meantime, whilst they're waiting for your affidavits within 21 days, whilst they're waiting for your affidavits, the registrar will have noted that you both want to get married and would have put that inside what they call the marriage book. Once he puts it inside the marriage book, he's obliged to paste the notice of your intentions on a notice board outside or somewhere outside of his office, where it can be seen and viewed by every member of the public who is interested in who's getting married to whom. At that point, if somebody then sees your notification of marriage and has objection to your getting married, they will say to the registrar, I have objection, and he will note in the marriage book, cancel it in the required column, and it will be noted there as forbidden until there's a court order which says it's no longer forbidden. And that's what I want to talk about today. When your marriage is forbidden or your proposed marriage is forbidden, it can only be for reasons of illegality. If you do not have capacity to get married, you will only have a void marriage at the end of it, and it becomes an illegal marriage. The state will not allow itself to do things that are illegal. And so once somebody raises what is known as a caveat to your getting married, you need that court order to take it off. What is capacity to get married? It means that you are of legal age to get married. Legal age varies from country to country, but most countries it is 18 years of age. Many years ago, you could get married before you are an adult, as long as your parents gave their consent to it. But now, because of a lot of issues about child molestation and child abuse, many countries, the United Nations now says many countries have legislated that only adults can get married. So the issue of your parents giving consent to marry probably would no longer arise. Another consideration is that you're not married to somebody else, that is a legal marriage within your jurisdiction or indeed within any jurisdiction. So if you're married under customary law, for instance, to somebody, you cannot then marry somebody else under a monogamous arrangement. That's another reason to raise a caveat. I know that there are people who feel that because they have been in a relationship, in a living together relationship, they come to raise a caveat. That is not a caveat, and it cannot be sustained. But unfortunately, that would still have to go to court to be determined. So when you're getting married, note that you cannot marry somebody who you are related to by blood or by marriage. That is another reason for illegality or lack of capacity. Marriage is a legal institution and it needs to be done legally. I hope you get married legally.